Picture your ideal life. Is it a sprawling house with a huge backyard, where your car is the key to everything? Or is it a cozy home, just a short walk from a bustling main street, with a pub on the corner and shops at your doorstep? That right there is the fundamental difference between American and British suburbs. One is built for space, the other for access. For decades, these two ideals have shaped millions of lives, but they both come with a massive trade-off. So, which model really offers a better quality of life? We're gonna break down everything from car culture and house sizes to community vibes and getting your groceries. First up, let's talk about the daily grind. Just getting around. In the United States, the suburb was built around the automobile. Thanks to zoning laws that separate where you live from where you shop, your home, your grocery store, and your office are often miles apart. This makes a car an absolute necessity. American suburbs are famous for their wide roads, multi-lane highways, and cul-de-sacs, all designed to make driving easy. But the flip side is traffic, hours stuck behind the wheel, and a real sense of isolation if you can't or don't drive. In the UK, the picture is often totally different. Many British suburbs popped up long before the car was king, so they're generally more compact and dense. Because of this history, they're usually much better connected to public transport, like trains and buses. Being able to walk to a local station or a nearby high street for daily errands is a reality for many, but it's not a perfect system. Newer British housing developments have been criticized for becoming more and more car-dependent, often built on the edge of towns without the walkable soul of the older suburbs. Now for the main event, the house itself. The American dream is practically synonymous with a big single-family house on its own spacious plot of land, and on that front, the US absolutely delivers. American homes are, on average, way bigger than those in the UK, with more and larger rooms and of course that iconic front yard. This gives you a sense of privacy and personal space that's a huge draw for a lot of families. In the UK, however, space is a luxury. The higher population density means suburbs are filled with smaller, more compact homes. Terraced houses, what Americans might call row houses, and semi-detached homes are far more common than large standalone properties. And what Americans call a yard, the British call a garden, which is usually a much more modest patch of green space. This isn't just a style choice, it comes down to deep-seated differences in land availability and how the countries grew. So the trade-off is pretty clear. American suburbs give you more personal space, while British suburbs are built for space efficiency. So, how easy is it to grab a coffee, pick up some groceries, or go out for dinner? In the US, the answer almost always involves a car key. The car-focused design means shops and restaurants are usually clustered together in strip malls or shopping centers that are difficult, if not impossible, to get to on foot. While that's convenient for a big one-stop shop trip, it means even the smallest errand requires its own car journey. This is where the British model really shines. The heart of many UK suburbs is the High Street, a central road lined with shops, cafes, pubs, and restaurants. This mixed-use design means that most of your daily needs are within walking distance. This isn't just about convenience, it creates a social hub. The ability to just stroll to a local pub or a corner shop is a defining feature of British suburban life, and it fosters a completely different kind of community vibe. We're about to get into how all of this affects the community feel, which is a huge piece of the puzzle. If you're finding this breakdown interesting, now would be a perfect time to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our future videos. Finally, how does all this concrete and planning actually shape how people interact with each other? Think about it. The design of American suburbs, with their big lots, private yards, and reliance on cars, almost encourages a more private and at times more isolated way of life. Social get-togethers can become more scheduled and less spontaneous when you have to drive just to see your neighbors. Over in the UK, that density and walkability can have the opposite effect, promoting more casual social encounters. The high street and the local pub act as natural gathering spots where you bump into people. Kids often have a bit more independence with the freedom to walk to school or a friend's house. Now obviously this isn't a hard and fast rule. You can find friendly, tight-knit communities and isolated individuals in both countries. But the physical environment in the UK is arguably better set up for those spontaneous community moments, simply by getting people out of their cars and into the same public spaces. So, after all that, who wins the suburban showdown? The truth is, there's no single winner here. It really just boils down to what you value most. The American suburb offers space, privacy, and the kind of freedom that comes with a bigger home and a lifestyle built around the car. The British suburb, on the other hand, offers convenience, walkability, and the built-in sense of community that comes from a more compact, transit-friendly design. One promises you a big house and a yard, the other promises you a pub and shops just a short walk away. I'd like to hear what you think. What's more important for your quality of life, space or access? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives like this one.